I don't know if I'd say it's a father-son relationship, but it's close to that. I care really deeply about Israel. We started together in 4th grade, and he's now a senior. We started when he was at Pleasant Hill Academy through the Whiz Kids program.
I used to love going to after-school program every day, and they told me about Whiz Kids. Yeah, I first seen Mr. Steve, I thought he was like a bossy for a minute, like want me to do my work. But Steve taught me how to be a better reader, because I was struggling a little bit for that.
He's probably been in 7 different schools in the time that I've known him. He's lived in different either apartments or friends' places with his mom, or most recently with his dad, and now with his grandma. And that's a lot for a young man to go through and to change.
His father had some trouble in his life and kind of been in and out of Israel's life, in and out of the penitentiary. So I think Mr. Steve is like the father figure that Israel is still missing. There was times that I do remember when he would be upset from something that happened in school, and it wasn't much anyone could say to him but Mr. Steve. If Mr. Steve said he was gonna come and get him and, just take him out for ice cream or something so they could talk, then he would come back a different person.
I'm able to call him out on some stuff, and we're able to talk about meaty, meaningful stuff. It's not just superficial kinds of conversations. I mean, we're able to have that kind of depth. I got a call when I was in my office, and he called and he said, Mr. Steve, I'm on a bus on my way to St. Louis. And I said, well, what's going on, Israel? And I said, well, my mom's moved out there and I'm going out to be with her. We didn't get a chance to say goodbye. We didn't get a chance to and I just said, just stay in touch and I'll be praying for you. And so he was out there for another school year, and then they decided to move back, and he called me when he got back in town, and he said, I want to know if you would be my mentor again. For him to still have that emotion and that tie, that was I think a significant mark in our relationship. And then it would have been very easy for him just to forget about that.
Mr. Steve was like a close friend these years that we've been together. Yeah, I missed him, and I will want to be back working with him.
If Mr. Steve had not been a part of Israel's life, I do kind of wonder where Israel would be. I don't know if I could ever have dreamed this for him. But now that he is graduating from high school, I can't even explain the feeling of, this child has been through so much and he still wants to be successful. Grateful for Mr. Steve because he helped to keep him focused on his goal.
It's scary being vulnerable sometimes. And if you're willing to be vulnerable a little bit and you're willing to invest in a relationship, that can make a difference in your life. It's blessed me far beyond any blessing I'm sure I've been to Israel, but I've been thinking about what's it mean for our relationship after high school. And for me, I want it to be ongoing, and I want it to be hopefully something that goes on for quite a while. And it may look a little different than it does today, but I'm hoping it's just kind of the beginning of the next stage of our relationship together. So
he a great guy. He be thinking that he could beat me with basketball, but he need to stop thinking about that. but he been there when I had nobody.